And eventually, I wasn't quite ready for the big chop. And I had a real bossy, older white secretary, Patty Voorhees. She's such a good friend. She was at my children's weddings. I still have lunch with her. He said to me one day, I called this Brazilian beauty shop down the street, and they said it's time for you to get your hair cut if you're going to natural. And I'm like, well, who told you to know what I'm supposed to do, old white lady from the Midwest? And she just laughed at me. And he looked at me standing at the deli counter, and he said, okay, Kizzy, what are we going to do with this hair? Jocelyn, I started to cry. I started to weep. He grabbed me and hugged me. And the black lady behind the counter looked at him like, you abusive man, what did you do? He almost had to carry me to the car. And I said, Jimmy, I'm struggling because this was like 2011, 2012. I said, I'm struggling with this, but I'm not going to reperm my hair. I can't figure it out. So I called my girlfriend, Joan Bruce, the one that would braid it for me. And she said, I was crying. I said, I'm going to go get a perm. She said, don't. Let me call my sister in New York. So she called me back and she said, my sister said, go to every Sally's you can find until you find a black person. But she said, I told her Renee's hair is beautiful, but it is my mother could tell by the strands of hair on the floor who didn't brush sweep the bathroom. It's long, it's thick, it's heavy, it's fiery. So I went to the Sally's across from Brandon Mall, and it was a heavy-set African-American guy, and he was obviously a member of the LGBT community. And I walked in, I was crying, and my face was red, and he said, sweetheart, what's the matter? And I said, I'm trying to go, but I don't know how to do it. And I don't want to go, I would not go to the beauty shop. I said, I won't set foot in there for the rest of my life. And when I fell apart that day at Publix, Jimmy said, why did you start crying like that? And I said, I guess all the years of trauma with, look at her hair. I said, that and my butt are probably my psychological damage as a child. And listening to ladies in the beauty shop